Shalom, shalom, Israel. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Shem Mashakal. Second of all, I'd like to give double honor and glory to the elders who taught us the truth and paved the way for us to come and grow in this truth. I'd like to give them a strong shalom. I'd also like to give you brethren and sisters who are diligently in this walk, not to forget the kids, but all of y'all are strong and sincere shalom for all the mighty acts that you gotta go through, whether it be together or most of the time alone, doing righteousness. And even though we all slip and fall short from time to time, we don't ever let that sin just bring us fully into the world. But I'll give you a strong shalom. But today we come back with a quick video on NATO hates black people, and that's basically what it is. But let's get it from the Bible. Psalm 64 and verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So now, of course, like the original context of this is King David, like I assume like going through some troubles. Well, he was going through some troubles if he's asking the Lord to hide him from the works of iniquity. But like whether it be Israelite or any heathen nation, or even like Saul, when Saul tried to kill him and stuff, or even demonic spirits and stuff, like David was asking him and pleading with the Most High to him to take him away from or to hide him from the works of iniquity, or the insurrection, like the secret council's work of iniquity. Nowadays, of course, we can also apply to like the wicked who don't want us to learn the truth, but in particularly, we could apply this to NATO. But let's skip some chapters ahead. Psalm 83. If y'all been in the truth for some time, y'all know what I'm about to go to. Start at verse 1, and I believe we'll go to verse 8. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not thou still. So like Asaph is asking the Most High to not be still, and to quickly make haste. Verse 2, for lo, thine enemies make tumult against thee, and they hate thee, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hated ones. So like as a statement in Psalm, I believe what I was on is like Psalm 62, or Salakia. The other chapter I was in, the verse I was in, King David was praying that the Most High had him with the wish for iniquity. And here Asaph is saying, asking the Lord to hide Israel from those that want to do us wrong. And like they consult against the hated ones, which is the Israelites. Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be known in remembrance. So like this crafty counsel is saying, let us cut Israel off, so like they won't be a mighty nation anymore. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. So all these nations are like, alright, we gotta work together to conspire and destroy the Israelites. But let's get the nations. And these are not all the nations, but like these are just chief nations or chief enemies. Tabernacles of Edom, the white man, the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, Moab, Chinese, the Hagarenes. Now, me speaking as a man, not wanting to sin, I lay my hand in my mouth because I don't really know what the Hagarenes are, but I know they are definitely not Israelites. Neither do I know about Cabal, but Ammon, the Chinese, Amalek, like let's just say rod suckers, If you know what a Maziza is, then you know what a Rodsucker is. The Philistines. That's like yeah, the Philistines are like the real Egyptians, like modern day people of southern Sudan, because the Ishmaelites kicked the Philistines out, like during the Arabic conquest to get the land of Egypt. Even though there's a small amount of real Philistines still in the land of Egypt, with the inhabitants of Tyre, that's a whole lot of Africans, which there's a different distinction between Africans and Israelites. Not to mention, there's like many types of Africans, not just the Tyrians or Canaanites. There's also Philistines, Mitzrayim, and I believe it was Lud or Put, like one of them. Like to get more info on these different types of nations, I believe go to either Genesis 9 or 11. Like I have to refresh myself too. But either one of those chapters talks about the sons of Noah, like the sons of Noah's kids. Verse 8: Assyria also is joined with them. Now there's a confliction. Like many people, some people say the Assyrian is one nation, and some people say the Assyrians is another nation. But yeah, the Assyrians definitely help. They have hope in the children of Lot. So like all these nations, like they're still alive today, and most, if not all, are like part of NATO or like in some part of alliance with NATO, which goes to show us that these nations and NATO is not for us or the betterment of Black and Hispanic people. But anyways, I hope somebody got edified, and I pray God pray for me, I pray for y'all, and I pray y'all may pray for each other, that we may abound in the faith. You know, evil or harm may take us out of truth, whether by life or by death, that we may stay bold in this truth of the righteousness' sake. God, I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Shem Shalom.